Welcome back, nail crew. So today I have a treat for you guys. I'm finally going to use this airbrush machine. So I got it last year at the Nail Pro show in Orlando, right? And I never used it. Look, everything still is intact, brand new. 1 whole year of sitting on my shelf. And today I'm finally going to use it. I'm finally going to use it. So whenever you're using an airbrush machine, you want to have on a mask. So it just so happened that I have a pack of masks, and these are from YAYOGE. So the writing on here does look to be Chinese. If I'm wrong, correct me. Maybe it's Japanese or something. I don't know. But in either case, there is instructions in picture form. Very, very simple. And everyone knows how to wear a mask. But I will show you guys. I will open it and show it to you guys. But whenever you're using an airbrush or any kind of aerosol like that, you definitely want to have on a mask just to protect yourself. But also, it's coronavirus season and everyone's going crazy trying to get a hold of masks, and a lot of places are sold out of masks. So if you need a mask, I think what I'm going to do is throw a mask in for everyone that orders Cuticle Oil until I run out. So I have a total of 30 of them. So for my next 30 orders, I will put a mask in there. If you guys need it, great, you have it. If you don't need it, then you could give it away to a neighbor or something. But this is what the mask looks like. Just regular standard mask with the little metal piece for your nose right there. So you would just pinch that across the bridge of your nose, and that's going to seal it in across the top. And then of course you have the straps. So I am going to put this mask on for you guys so that you can see how it's supposed to fit. And I do look a little shabby, so I will have on a filter. All right, guys, so that's what the mask is supposed to look like when you have it on properly. And again, I got these from YAYOGE. They do have them for sale. They are 10 in a pack, and they're shipping from their US warehouse. So if you need a mask, order it from YAYOGE. Again, I am going to give a mask away with my cuticle oils until I run out. So there you go. All right, so back to the airbrush. These are the paints that I have. I got these, I want to say, Walmart. I don't know, guys. The paints are so old. The airbrush is old. Like, everything is old, but brand new at the same time. Like, if you look at a lot of these paints, they still have the seal on them, okay? And the ones that are open are only open because Muffin got in some of my stuff and called herself painting, okay? Painting on some canvas. So that's why there are some that are open, but for the most part, all of them are brand new. So we're just gonna see what happens. Here is the instruction or the leaflet that comes with the airbrush machine. And there is no specific type of paint that they say to use. I'm literally hoping that the paint that I have is okay and does not mess up my machine. But look here, so at the bottom, it says suitable for hair coloring, makeup, body art, nail art, cake decorating, hobbies, and crafts. So I'm assuming, like, if it's good for all of that, if this machine is good for all of that, then you should be able to use a variety of paints. There's no specific type of paint that it says to be used in the instructions. And as a matter of fact, when I got this machine, the guy at the little vendor booth told me that craft paint was okay. So I have craft paint and it better work. That's all I'm saying. It better work. I waited a whole year to use this machine. It better work. So the handpiece, I mean, it looks pretty standard, like pretty cute, pretty sleek, you know, like, I don't know, it looked like I'll be able to do a little something. Now, mind you, guys, I'm in the garage, right? My guy friend is also in the garage. I have my airbrush machine right here. I'm just going to show you guys everything that it comes with while I run my mouth. I don't know what this little wrench type thing is for. I don't know. But anyway, so I have my airbrush machine, and mine is like cute and dainty, right? He has his airbrush machine, and his is large. So his compressor, like, this is my compressor right here. This is it. This is like the modem. This is like everything. His is so large that it's on the floor. Like, he has the real deal. So he's over there airbrushing, and I'm over here trying to figure my thing out. So yeah, that's where we're at. We're both airbrushing. We both got on our masks. We're both like in the garage, just like zoning out, being totally creative, and it's just totally fun. Now his airbrush did come with like everything you needed. It came with paint, it came with paint thinner, It came with like the airbrush cleaner. Like his airbrush machine is totally legit. Actually, I bought it for him and I'm like, I bought you the real deal and I got this little rinky dink. Doesn't come with paint, doesn't come with cleaner, doesn't come with anything. So it doesn't even come with like a bunch of instructions to like tell me what to do. So yeah, that's the story of my life. I'm over here with this little thing. And if you guys like, I'm gonna put a picture of the one he has. Like his is like the real deal. So yeah, he is over there. It looks like he figured it out, and I'm over here struggling. Like I'm on the struggle bus. All right, y'all. So nothing is coming out. It's hella messy. Do you see my hands? I got more paint on my hands than I do on the paper towel. Like I don't even understand how this is happening right now, but I'm so messy. Thank God it's washable paint. I feel like the paint is just too thick, but listen, they told me I could use this kind of paint. I swear to y'all, when I was at the show, this is what they told me I could use. Okay, so like I don't even understand like what is going on right now. So I did put a little bit of paint thinner in there. And I put a little bit of water just to dilute it, just to make it thinner, just so that it could flow through the little machine right here, the hand piece. But as you can see, like nothing is happening. I'm so frustrated. I am so frustrated. My nails are jacked up. My fingers are jacked up. I'm just like, what is really going on here? What is going on here? Like, oh my God. I gotta laugh at my pain. All right, so this little back piece. Okay, so I decided to take the back piece off because look, and now it's working. Okay, so the reason I took the back piece off is I was watching a video on YouTube. Somebody with this exact airbrush machine, right? She did not have the back piece on hers. For whatever reason, she didn't say. It just was not on. So I was like, bet, the back piece, okay, let me take my back piece off. I don't know why the back piece stops it from flowing, but okay, took that off. So it was working. You guys see that little bit of yellow? It was working, and then now it stopped. It was working just fine. And then, oh my God. Okay, so let's try some new paint, y'all. Let's try some new paint. So I have the paint that he's using in his machine. So he, like I said, has the whole shebang. It actually came with the correct paint. So I'm going to keep my airbrush and use his paint, and let's see if that works out. Fingers crossed. Let me tell you something. First of all, I know like by the time I edit and things like that, it looks like, you know, I took like 5 minutes to figure this out. No. That was a whole hour. That was 1 hour of my life gone. Okay. 1 whole hour gone. So now I have his paint in here. I mix it up because, you know, they don't send you like a whole bunch of colors with the kit. You get like the primary colors and you have to make do. So I mix the red and the white to make pink. And as you can see, it's flowing through the handpiece right now, but not the way it should. Like, it's definitely not coming out the way it should. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, this paint is for the airbrush. Like, this is what I'm supposed to be using, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I cleaned it out really well. I soaked it in acetone. I took it out, washed it, soaked it in the paint thinner, took it out, washed it. Then I soaked it in the airbrush cleaning solution. Like, that's what took so long. I did all of that off camera, mind you. But yes, I cleaned it and cleaned it and cleaned it again. And yeah, nothing happened. So I'm just looking at the back of these containers. Like, it came with the airbrush. It says airbrush colors. Like, I'm really like examining the bottles. Like, maybe I didn't shake them up well. Let me shake them up again. So I tried it. It didn't work. So I cleaned out the little cup right here. Like, you can see it's clean. We're going to try it again. And as you notice, I'm down to 1 finger. So I had Nala's whole hand because originally I decided like, okay, I'm going to get this airbrush. I'm going to do a whole full set. We're going to have a whole ombre. I'm way past that now. I'm frustrated. I put the whole hand away. We getting 1 finger. Okay, we're going to get 1 finger because it's already at this point, At this point, it's already been like an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. So we're not doing a whole hand, okay? We're doing one finger because I'm tired. I'm tired and I'm frustrated. So I got the machine on. I'm using one finger to cover the nozzle, and then I'm turning it on, activating it by pulling the lever. What's that going to do? It's going to mix the colors. So let me show you guys. Let me take this off so you can actually see. So this is a tip that I picked up or learned by watching all those shit. Like, I literally was watching videos on how to airbrush, y'all, and nobody was struggling like this, unless they just didn't document their struggles and they just put out videos like they were just all perfect at airbrushing. But yeah, this is the struggle video. Like, yeah, y'all, this was not fun. This was not fun. I'm about to add some paint thinner. So this also came with his kit, okay? So I'm going to add a few drops of paint thinner because maybe my nozzle is just really, really small and you can't get the paint through it. I don't know. I've tried acetone to thin out the paint. I tried water to thin out the paint. I don't know what else to do at this point. So I do have the nozzle closed so that way I could mix the paint. Let me show you guys again what I'm doing. And I actually watched a couple videos and this is how they do this. This is also what you do when you're cleaning it out. By holding the nozzle or holding the little area where the air flows through, it forces the air to flow backwards. And that's going to mix the paint if you're trying to mix the paint, or create bubbles and agitation in the cup and help to clean out that little cup if you're doing a cleaning session. So anyway, the same way that you would do to mix paint is the same way that you would do to clean it, but obviously you would just have like a cleaning solution in there. So okay, so now I have the right paint. I have a clean cup. I cleaned the entire machine. I'm taking the back off because that's what seems to work best for whatever reason. It works best when the back is off. And nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, and by the way, if you guys hear like a loud machine in the background, that's his airbrush machine. His airbrush machine is flowing just fine. He is painting his little heart out. He is just going for what he knows. He has a pair of white sneakers and he is airbrushing those sneakers, and he has like almost the entire sneaker airbrushed blue. Meanwhile, I can't even get a nail. He has a whole sneaker almost done, and I can't even get a napkin full. I can't even get one nail. Come on, man. Look how beautiful that color is that I mixed. Okay, I could mix a color, but as far as getting it out of this little spray gun, not happening. Not happening. Okay, so, okay. I got some paint coming out. But it's not coming out the way it should come out. Y'all, this is an epic fail. This is a whole fail. Now, mind you, y'all, it is 2 a.m. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I still have things to do when I'm done here. So he told me, why don't you just put this away and just go to bed? I said, no, sir, I will not. I will not go to bed with this on my brain thinking about the epic fail. No. We are going to figure this out tonight. So he's upset now because he's tired. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. And he's ready to go to sleep. And I'm like, nope. I got to get it together. So yeah, I'm one of those people, like, if I start something, I got to finish it. I'm not going to let this airbrush gun, whatever you want to call it, I'm not going to let this thing defeat me. And right now I'm defeated. So I have to keep on trying until I get it right. I'm continuing to fail though. So I switched out the hand piece. Okay, so I took one of his hand pieces and connected it to my compressor, and it's flowing, but it's kind of flowing weird, like so much paint. I don't know, like when you use an airbrush, it's supposed to be like light and airy. You're not supposed to get a lot of paint out. So sometimes I was getting a lot of paint out, and then sometimes I wouldn't. It wasn't like a consistent flow. It was like sometimes it was too much, so I'll pull the gun back because you want it further back if you're getting a lot out. And then sometimes I would get a little bit, so then I move the gun closer. It just wasn't consistent. So I just thought that was weird. But the fact that I was able to use his handpiece on my compressor was kind of cool, because now if the handpieces are pretty much universal, I could just get another handpiece. Like maybe my handpiece is just defective. I don't know what's going on. But this one also seems to be like getting stuck, getting clumpy, like not flowing through now. So I'm like, what the hell, y'all? What is really going on? So I have a little bit of white in here, and I'm just going to try to get this nail done, just so I could just be done with the situation. If I get a nice ombre, then I'll call it a draw. I'll call it a draw. Like, at least I know the machine didn't defeat me, you know, and I could go to bed happy. So I'm spraying on the white, and it looks, I don't know. This is not the vision that I had when I said I was going to do airbrush ombre. This was not the vision that came to me. So I'm not particularly happy, but it's a good start. We're moving along. We're moving along. So now I think I want to do a little bit more pink, because I feel like the white came out so bold that it made the pink kind of just not look how I want it to look. So I'm just going to make a little bit more pink and go over the white, and hopefully I don't go over the white too much. Hopefully it's perfect and I could go to bed. If I mess up, then I'm gonna have to start all over, so cross your fingers that I make it look perfect. All right, so I'm testing it out on my paper towel, because you always want to do that. You always want to test it on a paper towel. Like, you don't want to just throw it on a fingernail and then screw up the whole thing, you know. All right, so when I tried it on the paper towel, it was flowing just fine. I put it on the nail, nothing is coming out. Okay, so I changed the compressor this time. Okay, let's try the compressor. So I have my handpiece again, back to my handpiece. Okay, it's nice and clean, but I have it connected to his compressor. Okay, so his compressor is on the floor. There's a long tube. It connects to the handpiece, and we are just going to pray for a miracle. Again, same paints, okay? Same handpiece, different compressor, same paints. The paints is for airbrush, so it should work. Please, Lord. I'm tired. At this point, y'all, it's 3 a.m. And homeboy is like, look here, I'm tired. He done packed up everything. He's done. He done cleaned up his area. He done put the shoes to dry. He's done with the whole party. He don't want nothing to do with this airbrush no more. He's tired. So he wants to just go do what we have to do. We have to jump rope, okay? We've committed to jump roping 10 to 20 minutes every single day, okay? So, and you know, we're trying to do it before we go to sleep. So here it is, 3 a.m., and we still got to jump rope. So he's like, look, either we about to end this airbrush party now and jump, or you could continue airbrushing and go to sleep right after. But he's like, we ain't about to do both. And I'm like, no. It's about to be perfect. It's about to be perfect. I got it. So I mixed the color, y'all. And out of frustration, I'm just like, we just gonna get it together. So I'm just like spraying it all over Nala's finger. But the color, perfect. Full coverage, perfect. Like right now, the nail gods are shining on me. And I'm getting hyped, because I'm about to jump. When I'm finished this, I am jumping rope. We already have the jump rope station set up in his living room. Make it so bad. So what you see me doing right now is I went over to the sink and washed it out. And you just saw me spraying out water. So anyway, in his living room, we have the jump rope station. So there's a mat for him, a mat for me, and then his jump rope, my jump rope, and like everything's moved back, like the table and the couch and everything, so we could jump. So it's like no excuse not to jump when I'm finished here, right? So I'm like, okay, let me hurry up. But this was literally like a 3-hour ombre. One nail. This was literally a 3-hour project, y'all. Okay? For this one nail. But lo and behold, she's perfect. So the handpiece was not the problem. The handpiece was not the problem. I think the problem was the compressor. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I have to let it charge. I did charge it, and I even had it plugged in while I was using it. I'm about to just top coat it real quick so you guys can see it. But I had it plugged in while I was using it, and on the paper, in the instructions, it says able to be used while plugged in. So I followed all the rules. So I think where I went wrong is perhaps the compressor wasn't charged fully. Maybe I should have let it charge fully. So that's why it was so weak that it was given a weak blow or a weak stream. It couldn't push the paint through. Also, where I messed up was the paint that I was using. However, the guy that sold me the compressor and the airbrush machine and everything said I could literally use any kind of paint. Craft paint is fine. So either he lied or I'm doing something wrong. But I'm going to keep trying. I am going to use the craft paint again, but I will order some paint thinner and I will mix it separately before I put it in the gun. Just make sure that it's a nice loose consistency paint, and we shall try it again. We shall try it again. But I do have success. I have success. I have an ombre nail. It looks like an ombre nail. It's a very nice fade. I'm very happy with it, y'all. I'm very happy. 3 hours, 1 nail. But it looks good. It looks good. And I did not let this air gun defeat me. And I just want to say, y'all, I deserve a thumbs up for that. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload next. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.